Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the awards presentation. As Bob alluded to, I'm Howard Curtis, the district chair for Port Hamilton District, and without a doubt, the best district within the entire council. I welcome everybody tonight to the event. I want to express my gratitude that everyone took time out of their day to actually show up and to be part of this, and for the efforts that you give every day to be part of such a great organization that has such a positive impact within the communities and within the country as a whole. So without further ado, I'd like to hand it over to Bob Wiley, who will go ahead and lead us with the Pledge of Allegiance.
Thank you, Howard. As we get started, the very first thing we want to do is acknowledge our country and what it stands for. One of the reasons I muted you is I've been through this before when there's 50 people on there, each on a different time sequence, trying to say the same thing at the same time, and it's nothing but a rumble. So while you are muted, you can still stand, and please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance to our flag. Scout salute. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all, too. Okay, before we move on to the meeting, I've got a couple of housekeeping comments for you. Number one, for those of you who are getting awards this evening, please give us at least a week to obtain all the certificates and plaques to get the printing done. Council is taking care of that for us. As soon as it's all said and done, we'll send out information to folks as to how to get them, whether you have to come down and pick it up, or we're going to bring it to you, or whatever the process is for the various awards. So if you have questions, you can always talk to Dallas. He's going to be the one responsible for it, but please don't call him for a week. He's busy. He's trying to get all this work done. Number two, for those of you who know someone who missed the event and would like to see it, or if you'd like to have a copy yourself, we are recording this event. We'll put a copy up on the Dan Beard Council website, and we'll send out instructions for how you can download a copy later on. At this time, I'd like to turn the meeting over to Dan Esslinger, our district chaplain. And Dan, if you lead us in the invocation, please.
Thanks, Bob. Let's go to God in prayer here. Almighty God, we welcome you into our recognition and celebration of the accomplishments of Fort Hamilton district leaders. Another year of challenges with all of these scout leaders finding creative ways to serve the youth of this local community. We gather this evening in this virtual community again to recognize your love and blessings on these leaders. We acknowledge the principles and moral standards of scouting are rooted in your direction for all of us. The accomplishments and recognitions tonight are to honor you and glorify your holy name. Thank you for being with us and for the passion and commitment laid on the hearts of those who are leading our young men and women in the values of the Scout Oath and the Scout Law. Help us lead revival in our duty to God and a Scout as reverent. Amen.
Amen. Howard?
Howard? So this time program, we'd like to highlight some of the things we've actually got accomplished over the course of this last year, 2020. It was a tough year for the country, tough year for Scouts, but this district accomplished some pretty magnificent things over the course of 2020. We were able to serve 1,500 youth across the Fort Hamilton district. 40 young individuals attained the rank of Eagle Scout. We were able to raise $136,000 to help fund the Dead Beard Council through our combined Friends of Scouting, community campaign, Spirit of Scouting event, and Good Scout Award Luncheon. And tonight, we're here recognizing the service of nearly 100 scouts, scouters, and organizations for bringing scouting to the Fort Hamilton district. This time, I'd like to hand it off again to Mr. Bob Wiley, who will be showcasing some of our Eagle Scouts who attained that rank within 2020. And Bob, without further ado.
Thank you, Howard. I appreciate that. It is my honor to acknowledge the Eagle Scouts. We talk about them every year at the dinners we've had, and we might have had 2, 3, or 10 Eagle Scouts show up, but we've never had the entire class together at one time. So this year, we came up with a process for doing that. So if you'll bear with me, I'm going to show you each of the 40 Eagle Scouts that we had this year, just so that you know who they are. The first is, this is done chronologically. On January the 27th, Daniel Townsend from Troop 944 earned his Eagle. Next, Henry F. Wargacki from Troop 947. Patrick Dalton, Troop 979, February the 10th. Noah Richards, Troop 979, February the 10th. Cameron J. Bryant, Troop 940, February 12th. Alexander James Holtel, Troop 947, February 19th. Jack Nomina, Troop 940, March 3rd. Ethan Goody, Troop 974, March 25th. Nathan Green, Troop 974, April 8. Cameron M. Stafford, Troop 725, April 26. Grant DeYoung, Troop 940, May the 11th. Maxwell J. Penix, Troop 974, June 3rd. Benjamin P. Baxter, Troop 941, July 21st. Jackson Cowan, Troop 944, July the 27th. Alexander Peter, Troop 944, August the 3rd. Ryan S. Brinsicki, Troop 947, August the 5th. William F. Bentley, Troop 940, August the 11th. Logan M. Bartels, Troop 947, August the 12th. Cole Sellers, Troop 974, August the 13th. Gannon J. Claver, Troop 962, August the 17th. Alex Keim, Troop 984, August the 18th. Kenneth W. Schmidt, Troop 947, August the 19th. Xander Roberts, Troop 956, September the 15th. Irvin Hurlson, Troop 967, September the 22nd. Daniel Williams, Troop 984, October the 6th. Caleb Whitaker, Troop 990, October the 11th. Jacob Graff, Troop 935, October the 21st. Joel A. Brugan, Troop 947, October the 27th. William R. Comer, Troop 947, October the 27th. William Charlie Smith, Troop 967, October the 29th. Job Phelps, Troop 956, November the 3rd. Braden Nadsum, Troop 941, November the 14th. Samuel Hamad, Troop 914, November the 30th. Mitchell Leitzel, Troop 941, November the 30th. Josh Strong, Troop 944, December the 7th. Timothy Joshua Breithaupt, Troop 962, December the 22nd. Gary Hickman, Troop 960, December the 14th. And Julian O'Connor, Troop 902, December the 21st. And Preston Lawson, Troop 923, December the 22nd. And our final one on the second to the last day of the year, Landon R. Arnett, Troop 974, December the 30th. Now, you know there's only 40. We typically get around 60, but think of the year these boys went through and the work they had to do in extra hard times during their Eagles. We're very proud of them. So we congratulate you all. There is one more we ought to talk about, Renee Bauer from Troop 1974. She not only is our first female Eagle Scout in our district, she is also the first female Eagle Scout in Danbury Council. And she did this in the space of just over 2 years, one of the fastest routes from start to finish. And she did this living 1 hour's drive away. Every Thursday, she drove from Indiana to here, to Westchester, to attend a scout meeting and drove home at the end of the evening, did all of her work. She was camped on the weekends, and she worked very hard to take her task, line it out in a critical path fashion so she could get things done in the limited time that she had available, and she succeeded. We are very proud of her too. So thank you, Renee, and thank you all of our Eagle Scouts. Charlie, if you take over, we'll let you do the unit awards.
Charlie, you're on mute.
Charlie?
All right, try that again. I've been serving as district awards chair for the last 2 years, and it's an honor to recognize deserving service in scouting as we do tonight. First, we're going to look at advancement and look at units that have done a great job in helping scouts advance through the various ranks, which is the backbone of the scouting program. Outstanding packs, Pack 509, Pack 961, Pack 967, Pack 983, and outstanding troops, Pack 930, or Troop 930, sorry, Troop 984, and Troop 1974. That's great. Then we'll look at training. We have a saying that many of you have heard: every scout deserves a trained leader. These are the units that have taken this statement to heart and have done an outstanding job at getting their adult leaders trained in their positions. In the packs, Pack 725, Pack 912, Pack 935, there we go. And in troops, Troop 942, Troop 944, Troop 956, and Troop 990. Membership. In spite of all the problems caused by COVID-19 on meeting and getting in other activities, some units were still able to do outstanding work in membership. We want to acknowledge both growth and retention of current membership. Our top membership growth units in 2020, Pack 912 and 943. And top membership for retention in 2020 for packs 939, 940, Troops 912, and Troop 944. Our next area is fundraising. COVID-19 severely impacted efforts to fund scouting, which is truly needed. However, Fort Hamilton did not let up. We achieved 101% of goal, nearly $136,000 for Friends of Scouting and the Good Scouting Award Luncheon, and led the council in 2020. We also want to recognize the outstanding effort of Cub Pack 941 in raising almost $23,000 in popcorn sales, making it the second highest unit in the council for last year. We hope to be able to return soon to doing live Friends of Scouting presentations at units, which were curtailed last year by COVID. However, you can help before then by making donations to the Dan Beard Council website. Make your donations to Fort Hamilton and note your unit number. Next, we have the Leader Awards. We also recognize individual adult leaders that have completed major milestones in training so they can do a better job of delivering program for youth. Our first, Scouters Training Award for Cub Scouts goes to Christina Ramey, Pack 509. Our Scouters Training Award for Cub Scouting to Eric Subkowiak, Pack 943. Scouters Training Award for Cub Scouting for Jason Self, Pack 923. The Den Leader Award, Paul Skip George, Pack 509. The Cub Master's Key, Sean Barhorst, Pack 938. Cub Master's Key, Jason Self, Pack 923. A new award was created by Nash to recognize unit leaders that have done all of the training and activities necessary to provide an outstanding program for the unit. The award is called the Unit Leader Award of Merit. Recognition by this award must be initiated by the unit's committee chair. All unit leaders may qualify for this award. We hope that all will do so. This year, Port Hamilton is proud to present 2 of the Unit Leader Awards of Merit. The first Unit Leader Award of Merit goes to Sean Barnhorst, Pack 938. Our next Unit Leader Award of Merit goes to Ron Bacue, Troop 1974. We now have turned this over to Ron Bacue, our District Commissioner, to announce awards for Commissioner service.
Thank you, Charlie. Within the Commissioners Corps, there are several awards that are unique to commissioners. This includes the Commissioner's Arrowhead, the Commissioner's Key, the Doctorate of Commissioner Science, and the the Distinguished Commissioner Service Award. Tonight, we're giving the Commissioner's Key, which encourages and recognizing continuing training, performance, and tenure by commissioners. It requires at least 3 years of service to complete the Commissioner's Key. And tonight, we'd like to present the Commissioner's Key Award to Commissioner Tom Montgomery. The Distinguished Commissioner Service Award is the highest commissioner recognition that can be given. It is given to a commissioner who is constantly engaged in distinguished and exceptional commissioner service, resulting in significant positive impact to youth, units, and district, and or to the council. We have one individual who has demonstrated these characteristics for many years. For Distinguished Commissioner Service Award, we recognize Tom Montgomery. Thanks, Tom, for all the work that this award demonstrates. Now back to Charlie to present our awards for Outstanding Leaders of the Year.
In the category of Outstanding Leader Awards, we have over 30 awards are being announced this year. Awardees were selected from your nominations. Next year process begins now. As you listen tonight, think about who should get that award for next year. The district newspaper will announce links to the forms and explain the timing and the process for submitting nominations. Plan to submit your nominations no later than February 1, 2022. Next, we would like to recognize some individuals and an organization that have gone above and beyond in their respective roles. These were all nominated by their peers and selected by the awards committee. Congratulate them all. For our Outstanding Den Leader, Ashley Niehaus, PAC 943. Outstanding Webelos Leader, Sean Barnhorst, PAC 938. Oops.
I'll catch up with you and then we'll go back.
I skipped one. I'm sorry. Outstanding Webelos Leader, Carolyn Brace. Sorry. Outstanding Cub Master, Sean Barhorst, PAC 938. Outstanding Unit Leader, Oliver Herb Lloyd, Troop 1974. Outstanding Scoutmaster, Mike Peacock, Troop 935. Outstanding Chartered Organization Representative, Ken Green, for both Troop 974 and Troop 1974. Then we have Outstanding committee members. For PACs, Lydia Reeve. And for troops, Chrissy Lear of Troop 1974. For outstanding committee chair, for PACs, we have Mike Marchetti, PAC 509. And for troops, Brad Grimm, 941. An outstanding commissioner, Bruce Lavash, is a unit commissioner. The Order of the Heart is a special award for those that have performed special service for the district. This can be for various types of service that are not covered by our other awards. Our first Order of the Heart for Dante Pittman, District Committee. Order of the Heart, Mitch Schroedis, District Committee. Order of the Heart, Dan Talmadge, for PAC 940 support and Troop and Crew 941 support. Outstanding civic service, we'll try that again. Outstanding civic organization for service to youth. For the second year in a row, we recognize the Westchester Nazarene Church. The church now sponsors 2 scouting units, a boy troop and a girl troop, and serves them well. In addition, during this difficult time of COVID-19, the church also allowed some other units to meet at the church when their own chartering partner remained locked down. This is going more than the extra mile. Thank you to all of our Outstanding Leader Award recipients tonight. You are an example of great leadership in the Fort Hamilton District. I'd now like to invite Bob Wiley back to continue the award presentations to a few more of our exceptional volunteers.
Thank you, Charlie. Next comes our Veterans Awards, whose purpose is to recognize Scout individual members for their tenure in Scouting. The awards come in increments of 5 years. All adult Scouters with 5 or more years of service, counting both their youth and their adult years of membership, can request an award. To obtain this award, all you have to do is just download and fill out the veteran application form from Council's website and submit it to the Council office. Periodically, we list this information in the district newspaper, and we will do so again in a subsequent edition of the newspaper as a reminder. So this year we have 4 awards to present. The first one is for 20 years of service. This award goes to Doug Trimmer from Troop 956, 20 years of service in support of our district, our youth. The second is for 45 years of service. This goes to Jerry Oberlag, who has been on a district committee. Last year was the outstanding commissioner, and he has now moved over into some additional roles. And one of the new roles he's picking up, he's going to take over the role that Larry Timmer used to fill with us when he was helping people track their Veterans Awards. We've managed to get hold of Larry's files, and Jerry has them, and he'll be starting up a program to help people keep up with their years of service, and be looking forward to information from him later on. So thank you for that, Jerry. For 55 years, yours truly. And for 60 years of service, 60 years, we'd like to honor Charlie Garrison, our Assistant District Commissioner, for all of the years of his work. So thank you, Charlie, and thank you for the rest of you. One of the other things that we like to do at this time is we've got the people who are actively with us now, but we lost some people last year. So we always take a moment, each one of these programs, to remember and honor those who were faithful to us and whom we lost. There are 3 that we have to recognize this year. The symbol on the right is the sign that Lord Baden-Powell put on his grave. It is the trail sign for "I have gone home," a ring of rocks with a rock in the middle. And so we like to recognize Jack Confer, who was so very important in helping rebuild this district back when it was still a council and then moving into a district. And he was the linchpin that linked the community together and really was the backbone of so much of what Fort Hamilton stood for and stands for now. He left us when he was 80 years old, but he worked through that time. We lost him this year. We also lost Carl Bauer, who was our district chair for several years. And sadly, we lost 1 month later his son, Mark Bauer. So we'd like to take just a moment and pause in silence and remember these 3 people for the work they did for Scouting. We'll now turn this program back over to our district chair, who's going to be dealing with the next level of set of awards, and that is our special awards for outstanding service. So Howard, it's your show.
Thank you, Bob. And thanks again to the Scouters who have already received awards tonight. I now have a few more awards that are my privilege to add to tonight's presentation. The Chair's Award is a special award determined by the district chair, and it's not given every year. It's given in recognition of long-term service to Scouting by the district and the chair. This year, our honoree is none other than Mr. Charles Garrison. Charlie's been in Scouting for 60 years. He learned leadership and service as an Eagle Scout and has continued it throughout his life. He served Scouting in Oklahoma, Montana, Tennessee, and Ohio. He comes from a Scouting family. He served in nearly every position in Cub Packs and troops. And in the district, he served in most areas: program fundraising, membership, commissioners, and chair. He served in many positions at the council level, including advancement, plan giving, international scouting, and jamboree. And most recently, he's worked to recruit and train the Fort Hamilton Commissioner Corps. Charlie sees a need and works a way to resolve it. He organized and then led Council's Silver Beaver Alumni Association and the Hatfield Advancement Days, which later morphed into the Merit Badge Challenge. He's used the same process to solve problems in other areas outside of Scouting, such as starting his church's Board of Deacons, a homeowners association, a park foundation in Fairfield, and a service mission building homes for indigent citizens in the Dominican Republic. Leadership and teaching are central with him. He developed this as an Army officer, a professional engineer, and at Procter & Gamble. He's since then retired. He still actively teaches and coaches scouts, scouters, engineers, scientists, college students, and others as needed. He served on several city boards in Butler County and has served in leadership roles in several national technical organizations. His service and expertise have been acknowledged in Scouting and at Procter & Gamble. He's been our go-to guy in Fort Hamilton to make things happen for the past 30 years. And I can attest, at least for the past 6 months, he's been my go-to guy in many, many circumstances. He works to make the world a better place, and we couldn't be luckier to have him within our district. We're proud that he's been part of our Fort Hamilton district all these years, and we congratulate Charlie Garrison on receiving the District Chair's Award. Thank you, Charlie. Next, we have Meritorious Service Awards. BSA National has allowed councils and districts to create and present special awards to individuals who have done outstanding work to aid Scouting. And Dan Baird Council, one of these is the Meritorious Service Award for service within units or in the district. A nominee must be a registered scouter who has rendered noteworthy service to youth in Scouting, outside Scouting, or both, and has gone beyond the expectations of that Scouting position. Tonight, we recognize the following Scouters. Richard Boger serves concurrently in 2 Scouting roles. He's been the Co-Scout Master of Troop 944 for 2+ years, and the Charter Organization representatives back 938 and 939, and Troop 962 for 5 years. Prior to his current Scoutmaster role, Richard served as a den leader and Cub Master in Pack 955. Joe Gianfrido successfully ran the district advancement for 2 years. Through his coaching and information management, Fort Hamilton's advancement results remained strong in spite of the pandemic. Karen Kugler joined Pack 935 in 2014 and has been the PAC's committee chair since 2015. She is also on a special committee of experienced scouters who are working with unit leaders to provide them the resources they need to remain healthy during the pandemic. Bruce Lavash was an Eagle Scout and a Cub Master in the 1980s. He came back to be a unit commissioner in 2019, and for the past 2 years, he's been working with various units to resolve problems while also being involved with Dan Baird Council's Plan Giving program. Eric Subkowiak serves as the Cub Master of Pack 943 and has completed training for Baloo, Wood Badge, Scouting U, and Range Master. This year, he created an amazing virtual Pinewood Derby for his pack, live streaming it from his basement and enabling family members from around the world to log on and watch their Scouts races. Eric Combs has been the Scoutmaster for Troop 926 for 3 years, taking over on short notice when his previous Scoutmaster quit just 1 week before summer camp. He recently accepted the role of Cub Master for Pack 926 and is currently filling both of these roles with a smile. Congratulations to these Meritorious Service Award recipients, and thank you for your commitment to scouting. The District Award of Merit is a council award presented by districts in the same manner that the Silver Beaver is a national award presented by councils. The award is available to scouters who render service of an outstanding nature at the district level. The award is made available annually on the basis of 1 each for 25 traditional units or fraction thereof. The district need not present all awards to which it is entitled each year. This recognition can be for work done in units, district, or council. And this individual is being recognized because of her dedication to family scouting. She became aware of scouting when her son joined Cub Scouts and assisted his den as a parent volunteer for 5 years, helping with the blue and gold banquets and serving dens and with camp outings. In 2018, her daughter joined Cub Scouts as one of the first girls in that program in the Dan Baird Council. Based upon these experiences, she fully embraced and championed the idea of family scouting. She served Fort Hamilton for the last 3 years at the district level and as the Family Friends of Scouting chair. Additionally, she helped in the creation of Troop 1974, the first troop for girls in all of Dan Baird Council, and serves an assistant scoutmaster for the troop. By now, we all know that this award is going to Lisa Baku. Congratulations, Lisa, and thank you for all you do in and out of scouting for the youth of Fort Hamilton. Our next recipient of the District Award of Merit goes to an individual who is sometimes referred to as the prototypical supporter of scouting. At the LDS Church, moved from delivering scouting fundamentals with the BSA to providing their own scouting. She served as a lead voice and coach to help those scouts and their families who wanted to complete their scouting careers in the BSA. She researched units and helped find the best home in scouting, not just for her family, but also for many other families in the LDS community. She was instrumental in helping Fort Hamilton Scouting remain strong by continuing to serve as a commissioner for Fort Hamilton. Her enthusiasm for scouting has helped deliver the scouting program to many units. She personally continues to work with her local church leadership to ensure that families who still desire to continue to be part of the BSA scouting still have that opportunity, even when the official separation occurred over a year ago. Her deep understanding of the LDS units and such transitions has made her a valuable asset to anyone who faces transitions, and she plans to continue to do so in the future. Please recognize Luana Casto as our second Award of Merit recipient this evening. Congratulations, Luana, and thank you for all you do for the youth of Fort Hamilton. This recipient joined Scouting as his first son became a Cub Scout. He quickly became a key leader, partnering to build the pack into a thriving one while serving as den leader, then chartered organization rep. He became the chartered organization rep of the troop. Both of his sons are now in, and has been instrumental in helping the troop thrive. He brings his military training to the role and teaches youth cold weather survival techniques, leads the troop summer camp planning and execution with excellence, and maintains strong relationship with chartering organization. While remaining active in his unit, he serves as an exceptional unit commissioner, assistant district commissioner, and very active Friends of Scouting presenter, and leverages his wood badge training in all roles. His can-do attitude and commitment to youth come through in all he does. This award goes to Jason Teo for his great work with Pack 924, Troop 935, and Fort Hamilton District. Jason, thank you for all you do in Scouting. We'd like to congratulate our 3 award winners one more time. And to close tonight's awards presentation, I'd like to welcome Eric Sadler, Scoutmaster of Troop 974, and recipient of last year's Outstanding Scoutmaster Award, to deliver this evening's Scoutmaster's Minute. Eric sent a recording of the Scoutmaster's Minute for tonight, which we'll play for you now.
One day, I handed out a surprise exam to his students, a single piece of paper face down on their desks. He told them to turn it over and write about what they saw, just a lone spot in the center of the page. After collecting the exams, he read the responses aloud to the students. Without exception, every student wrote about the spot. But this wasn't for a grade, rather to make this point. Everyone wrote about the spot, and no one wrote about the open space that filled most of the paper. This often happens in our lives when we insist on focusing on a single blemish or issue, a health problem, a lack of money, or a complicated relationship. But our spots are usually very small when compared to everything else in our lives. We shouldn't let a spot pollute our minds. Rather, look to the open space, the opportunity and blessings in our lives. That's your Scoutmaster Minute. Have a good night.
I'd like to acknowledge one more time all the volunteers and units who've received recognition this evening. I congratulate you all for a job well done. Thank you for your work to bring Scouting to our youth. Because without you, we wouldn't have the outstanding leaders we need for our next generation. I'd also like to take this time to extend a thank you to Bob Wiley and to Charlie Garrison for all the preparation and work it took just to put on the program this evening. The work by the volunteers within this district has been unparalleled, and I'm awe-stricken by it on just about a daily basis. Everyone in this meeting this evening can now unmute yourselves if you wish. Let's all show our appreciation to the outstanding recipients by clapping hands, hooping and hollering, making some noise in front of your cameras.
Congratulations.
Good job, everybody.
Go, 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 go.
Great job, everyone.
Yeah.
Good job, Fort Hamilton.
Good job.
Very
Good
good.
job.
Yep.
Thank you all.
Good job. Good job.
Yay.
So thank you all. This officially closes our ceremony. We're done before 8 o'clock as promised. So good night, but feel free to hang out as long as you'd like.